yielded back.
Point of clarification lang po, Mr. Chair.
Akala ko idadagdag sa oras mo mamaya.
Hindi, he's yielding his time.
Okay, 5
It's a
minutes.
presentation.
He's not a senior citizen, you have 5 minutes.
Kasi naputol po ako, pinutol niyo ako, chairman, kanina eh. So, pero gusto ko na magpahuli para at least nasa akin na yung full time. Pero hindi ako aalis dito hanggang hindi ko po natatapos lahat ng presentation natin. Anyway,
Mr. Chair, with due respect, with due
Mr.
respect
Chairman,
to Mr. Chair, just a clarification with due respect to Chairman Dan Fernandez. If a member yields his time to another member, does that mean that the sequence of interpellator will go as in order? Because or idadagdag na lang po yung oras. For example, when the time comes that Chairman Dan Fernandez will be asking his interpellator.
Yes, the procedure is the slot. If they yield the time, the slot is taken over by another member.
Okay, akala ko idadagdag lang yun sa oras.
That's
kaya
what
mas
I thought
mataas.
until I was corrected by the COMSEC. Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
So,
Thank you,
so,
Chairman Dan.
Thank you. So, the Honorable Dan, 5 minutes.
okay. Recap po tayo, no? Kasi naputol po tayo kanina. So, again, yung pong third regulatory period, Mr. Chairman, ay yung tinatawag po natin kung ano yung taripa na ginamit po ng NGCP. Okay. So, there ay na-compute po ng consultant ng ERC yung sinasabi po nilang closing RAB, kung ano po yung tamang computation ng kanilang total asset. Kasama na po depreciation and everything. Now, ang sabi po nila ng RAAC at NCL, ang kanilang closing RAB for the third regulatory period is 173 billion. And sa application po ng NGCP, ang kanilang application is 196 billion para po sa kanilang tinatawag na opening RAB doon po sa fourth regulatory period. That is exactly 196.69 billion na nakalagay po doon sa kanilang draft final determination. And kanina nga po ay nagkakaroon ng tanungan sila Congressman Rupus and also sa ERC kung bakit daw itong ating pong tinatawag na draft final determination ay naka-out doon po sa kanilang website for the consumption ng ating pong mga consumer. Kasi nga ang desisyon ng mga korte, no, ay bawal yung ginagawang paglalabas, no, ng partial decision, no. But I would like to be educated on this, Ms. Mona Dimalanta, no. What was the reason? Bakit nilabas nyo yung partial initial determination noong September 13, 2023 at nilabas nyo naman yung draft final determination noong August 21, 2024. What is the very main reason why na inilabas natin to? Kasi kung ako tatanungin mo, better sa akin na nilabas to. Why? Kasi nakita ko yung difference nung dalawa nito. Disadvantages talaga sa ating mga consumers. Sobra. And as a matter of fact, kung babasahin mo itong final na to, yung final determination, lumalabas dito that even the consumers hindi kasama doon sa ginawang hearing ng what you call this, ng ERC. Because as I have read this, wala po doon yung mga consumer group. Ang nandun lamang po ay ang NGCP lawyer na si Faustino something ba yun, I forgot, Bautista, at yung NGCP, and then the PISAM and the Transco. But never na naandun po yung ating pong mga consumer. Now, what is the very essence why this draft final determination was released in your website?
Mr. Chair, the rule that requires publication of draft determinations has been there from the original rules of ERC setting the transmission wheeling rates. I think personal na po ito. It really it is a commitment, not just an attempt on the part of the Commission to adhere to principles of transparency in setting the rates, particularly of regulated entities. This time around po, baka po ang sinasabi nilang nag-iba, kasi po merong draft partial kami, tapos draft final na pinost. Kasi po, nabanggit na rin kanina, instead po of the original 5 year period, naging 7 po kasi po hindi nga po nakapag-reset yung ERC dati. So to address po the question directly, it is in adherence to the principles of transparency and giving our public the ability to comment on the drafts, on the rates that will result from this exercise of the ERC. Maka-comment lang po ako dun sa punto about consumers, Mr.
Sige,
Chair.
go ahead, ma'am.
Opo. Bukas naman po yung proseso sa consumer. Siguro po, tine-check ko lang nga po kung wala kaming intervenor na consumer group. But there were consumer individuals that submitted comments and participated as intervenors in the proceedings.
Okay.
Meron pong si former Commissioner noon participated. There was NASECOR, who's also a consumer group that were admitted as intervenors.
Okay, dito sa nirelease nyo sa inyong website, ang sinasabi po dito, ang opening ROB is 173.41 billion in accordance doon sa inassess ng ating pong RAAC saka NCL. But dito po sa naging final and drop ninyo, lumalabas po ng 196.69 billion, a difference of 23 billion. Ang pinag-uusapan pa lang natin dito, opening and closing ROB. So in other words, mataas po ang closing and opening ROB ng 23 billion. So in other words, tataas ang presyo ng rate para sa transmission. Dahil mataas po yung opening ROB. Ngayon, ang tanong ko, siguro hindi sa'yo, doon sa ating pong mga majority, no? Sa majority, kay Commissioner Puentes, anong reason bakit nyo itinaas yung pong closing and opening ROB na kung saan kinompute po ito ng ating RAAC at ng ating pong NCL na kung saan binayaran natin ng 40 million at 12 million para sa ginagawa po nilang evaluation and assessment ng lahat ng mga properties ng ating pong NGCP, bakit itinaas natin ng 23 billion?
Mr. Chair, may I be recognized?
To whom?
Commissioner Puentes.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Actually, Mr. Chair, when we issued the PID, there was already a reservation.
Can you speak louder, please?
There was already a reservation noted in the PID that the beginning balance that used and recommended by the RAAC is that I do not agree on that because of there was a decision made by the previous commission on the beginning of 2010 regulatory period. There was already an approved beginning balance, and that was used to roll forward the regulatory asset base to become the opening RAB on the fourth RP.
Ang sinasabi mo,
it's-
Commissioner, ay forecasting sa 2009. Kailangan yung forecast ang gagamitin natin.
No, Mr. Chair,
Oo.
ang nangyari po, meron pong approved opening RAB in the third RP. So that was used to roll forward to the opening RAB. It was used to close.
What was the approved opening ROB? Or closing, ano yan, opening or closing ROB?
Opening RAB.
Ng,
Actually,
ng third regulatory period?
yes, because the RAAC used the SKM valuation, the 2008, but there was an approved opening RAB in the third regulatory period. And it is already.
No, wait,
if I may,
wait.
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Puentes, we are talking about third regulatory period closing RAB. I'm not talking about the opening RAB of the 2011 to 2015 opening RAB.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the closing. So, para maintindihan ng ating mga kababayan, ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, yung buong asset. Kasi yung sinasabi mong opening, nanggaling yun doon sa second regulatory period eh. Yun ang ginamit natin na parang opening ng third regulatory period. Now, matapos ang 5 taon, matatapos sa 2015, closing RAB na tayo. So, andun na po yung depreciation, andun na yung mga bagong equipments, andun na yung mga bagong projects. Now, ngayon, meron na tayong closing RAB. Ito na yung pinakakumpletong asset ng ating pong NGCP na magiging move forward tayo sa 2016. Yun ang gagamitin natin sa opening ng fourth regulatory period. Ngayon, ang tinatanong ko sa iyo, bakit nyo itinaas ng 23 billion, okay, yung pong closing RAB ng third regulatory period at ginawa nyong 196 billion? Kasi yun ang nag-manifest dito sa inyong decision eh. Dito sa inyong partial initial partial initial determination.
determination.
Ang sabi nyo, Commissioner, ikaw, si Digal, at si Lumbatan, ang sabi nyo, tama ang decision ng RAAC. Dapat, ang gamitin po natin sa computation, yung mga project na use and useful. Sinabi nyo dito ang kailangan gamitin natin mga project sa computation ng ating opening RAB para sa fourth regulatory period ay use and useful, efficient ng mga project. Yun ang sinabi nyo dito. Then, suddenly, dito sa decision nyo, sa final determination, sinabi nyo, hindi, as spent, lahat ng project ng NGCP, no, lahat ng kanilang mga CAPEX, hindi pa tapos, pabayaran na natin sa taong bayan. Ito ang binabanggit ng desisyon ninyo. Ang tanong ko, bakit?
Mr. Chair, if I may, in the draft final determination, section 4.2.3, it was stated on how we adopted for this purpose the draft final determination. Why we adopted the 196 because of the use. If I may explain, there was an opening RAB in the third regulatory period. So that opening RAB came from the closing RAB of the second regulatory period. And now, the consultant used the 2008, wherein it was not even the closing RAB of the second regulatory period. Furthermore, there was an approved opening RAB for the third regulatory period in the final determination of the third regulatory period. So this figure was used to roll forward the assets in the third regulatory period that resulted to the closing RAB of the third regulatory period and to become the opening RAB of the
Commissioner.
fourth regulatory
How much
period.
is that?
Commissioner
Come on,
Fuentes,
come on.
wait, please, I have still the floor. Please, Commissioner Fuentes, huwag mo akong paikot-ikutin. Okay.
I'm
Alam
sorry
mo,
about
ang
that, Mr.
tinatanong
Chair.
ko is closing, not the opening.
Yes.
Hindi na makaka-apekto yung opening mo dun sa closing Kasi ang closing, ito na yung total ng asset Ito na yun So, nag-evaluate ang RAAC at ang NCL. Ang sabi nila, 173 billion. Bakit tayo magbabayad ng 40 million saka 12 million? Tapos hindi natin sila pakikinggan. Saka, ito, Commissioner Puentes, Commissioner Digal, Commissioner Lumbatan. Meron tayong actual and historical data and information. Ibig sabihin, tapos na kasi ang 2016 hanggang 2022 na kinoconsider natin sa fourth regulatory period. Tapos na So, nag-apply ang NGCP. Ito na mga datos namin. Ito na yung mga project namin. Ito na yung CAPEX namin. Ito na yung OPEX namin. Ito na yung taxes namin. Ito na yung depreciation namin. Kumpleto. Kukumputin na lang nila. Ang sabi nila, at ang sabi ng NCL, saka ng RAAC, 173 billion. Now, ang tanong, bakit ginawang 196? Yung dun sa final determination. Okay? We're just talking about the opening and closing RAB. We're not talking about yet the CAPEX. Sa CAPEX, ang laki ng application nila na pinaboran yung tatlo. Bakit? Unahin natin yung opening RAB. Bakit nag-jump ng 23 billion? Give me justifiable reason. Why? Samantalang yon ang recommendation ng RAAC. Yun ang recommendation ng NCL.
Mr. Chair, may I?
Please reply.
I will try again on the opening RAB portion.
Mr. Chairman, don't try to confuse this committee. Because ang parang, nanggaya yung sa 2000, sa second regulatory yung opening. Okay yun. Tapos na yun Ito na yung computation Nagsimula kayo sa 2011. Ito ang asset ng NGCP. Okay, nagpagawa sila ng mga project. Eto na, nag-close na tayo, magko-close na tayo sa asset natin. Ito yung asset natin. At sa computation nila, sinabi nila 173. And even the two Commissioner Maceda and Mona Lisa agreed with the consultant. And the three of you agreed also dito sa partial initial determination. Pero binago nyo pagdating sa final. Ngayon, ang tanong, kung di mo masagot, Commissioner Digal, pakita natin yung ating yung final determination para dun sa proposal ng NGCP para sa kanilang CAPEX. Phase 1, yung phase 1. Yan, sige. Medyo zoom lang natin. So mga kasama, ito yung NGCP proposal na submitted nila sa ERC. Yan po yung tinatawag na, pakisum pa ng konti. Unahin muna natin sa itaas. So yan ang tinatawag nating annual revenue requirement. Yan po nagde-determine kung yan lahat ng computation yan, bilyon yan. Ang katumbas po na yan, nababayaran po natin is 1 peso o minsan 0.90 cents per kilowatt hour. Lahat ng pinag-uusapan natin, bilyon piso na yan. Ang katumbas lang po niyan, piso o minsan 90 cents pa. Ngayon, ayan po ang proposal nila. Ang proposal po ng NGCP, which the three of you adopted, 35 billion sa 2016 ang kanila pong return on capital. Yan po kasama na dyan yung kanilang CAPEX. Sa 2017, 36. Sa 2018, 38. Sa 2019, 41. Tandaan ninyo, ito po ay historical. Ito po ay nangyari na. Ito po ay i-compute na lang ng inyong consultant na binayaran ninyo ng 40 million at 12 million. Tapos hindi nyo susundin. Ngayon, ayan po ang kanilang tinatawag na CAPEX, 196 billion. Ang proposal ng NGCP. Dahil yan po yung mga project na hindi pa naman po sa efficient, hindi pa naman sa useful, nakakarga na. So nga, andito po yung desisyon ng RAAC. Pababa ng konti. Ang sabi ng RAAC, sa kanilang computation at assessment, dahil binayaran sila ng 40 million at 12 million, 99 billion lang. Yung proposal nila ng 2016 na 35, ang sabi ng RAAC, 19 lang yan. Noong 2017, sabi ng NGCP, 36.3 yan. Ang sabi ng RAAC, hindi, 19.6. And so forth and so forth. 196 compared to 99. Doon po sa return of capital, kung titignan po ninyo, dyan na po nakasama yung mga depreciation, saka yung mga weighted average of capital. Ang sabi ng NGCP, noong 2016, 7.4 billion kami. Ang sabi ng RAAC, saka ng ERC approved, ayan, makikita po natin doon sa kanilang return of capital na sinabi ng ERC, 7.8. So in other words, Mr. Chairman, kung titignan mo ang lahat-lahat ng asset na pinopropose ng NGCP, 387 billion ang proposal po nila para sa 2016 hanggang 2020. Yan po yung kanilang sinubmit sa ERC. Ang sabi ng RAAC, 183 billion lamang ang ating pong regulated asset base. Ngayon, ang tanong, again, sa inyong tatlo, dahil yung dalawa nag-dissent at sinabi nilang, hindi, dapat 183 lang tayo. Bakit nyo pinayaagan na lumampas ang ating regulatory asset base nang umaabot ng 204 billion? Dahil yung 204 billion na yan, ikakarga yan sa taong bayan. At ano sinasabi ng EPIRA? Sabi niya, Section 34F, in determining the rate base, the Transco or any distribution utility shall not be allowed to include management inefficiencies like cost of project delays. Dito sa 387 billion, pinagsama-sama lahat ng project dyan. Hindi pa tapos, pinasisingil nyo na sa taong bayan. Ang sabi ng RAAC, NCL, hindi pa pwede. 183 lang. Now, your approval of this draft final determination is not in accordance with the EPIRA law. Sinasabi, huwag niyo isama eh. Bakit pumirma kayo? Well, the reason why I'm questioning this because this entails yung ating pong pagbabayad ng ating mga kababayan. Naiintindihan po ba ninyo ang repercussion nito? Tataas tayo ng 13 to 14 cents per kilowatt hour. At hindi natin marirefund yung sisingilin nila sa atin. Kung sakasakali na 183.4 billion ang gagamitin ninyo, makaka-refund tayo ng almost 95 to 100 billion. Nasaan ang ano nyo? Nasaan ang puso nyo dito? Nung kayo pumunta sa aking opisina, isa lamang ang biniling ko sa inyo. Andun kayo lahat. Kasama si Chairman Mona Lisa, kasama si Catherine Maceda. Ano sabi ko sa inyo? Di ba sabi ko sa inyo? Hahabulin kayo ng pagkakataon. Gamitin nyo yung tama, gawin nyo yung tama. Kasi taong bayan ang sisingilin natin ng sobra na sinasabi ng APIRA, hindi bebede. Kailangan just and reasonable rate for the consumers. Now, please, explain. Kasi naniniwala ako, doon sa last hearing na sinabi ni Chairman Mona Lisa, magkakaroon pa kayo ng, I don't know, is it a final decision? Can you kindly explain to me? Kasi ako, sa ngayon, kapag yan ang ginawa ninyo, pinasingil nyo yung 204 billion sa CAPEX at yung 23 billion para doon sa opening RAB, magkakaproblema kayo. Ako mismo, magpapile na rin talaga ako ng kaso against you. Ma'am, can you kindly explain?
The process for requires,
Chairman Alisa, you have the floor.
Mr. Chair, the process requires that after the public consultation, which was already concluded, our staff evaluated the comments, and now it's up to the final evaluation po of the commission. Whether we approve this, we uphold this, we make adjustments based on the comments received from all the stakeholders. So may meeting pa po kami about this.
So may chance pa. So bakit kayo pumirma dito ng tatlo? Binasa nyo ba to? Commissioner Digal?
Yes, if I may.
Yes, go
Mr.
ahead.
Chair, Your Honor. I believe the slide that you showed earlier was pertaining to a partial initial determination.
Tama.
So that's provided po under the rules that we issued that. It's akin to what we call a provisional approval. We all do that for all cases po. It's not unique for NGCP.
But, Commissioner, in the draft final determination, kung ano yung pinirmahan nyo doon, binawi nyo dito. At dito, sinasabi nyo, yung mga proyekto na sobra, 204 billion na ikakagawa sa tao, i-consider nyo as spent. At yun ang recommendation sa inyo ng NGCP. Am I correct? Application nila yan. Balik nyo yung ano. That's the application of NGCP.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, if I may be allowed,
Yeah, sige, go ahead.
a variance between a partial initial determination or a PA up to between the PA and the final authority, hindi naman po yan unique dito sa kaso na to. We have given provisional approvals din po sa ibang application, pero pagdating po ng final, iba po yon. And
Commissioner, variance, ha? You're talking about variance? A
Apo.
variance of 204 billion and a variance of 222 billion? Are you kidding me?
Hindi po yan unique na nangyayari. Pwede lang pong iba yung amount, pero nangyayari po na iba yung provisional approval sa final po.
Alam mo, Commissioner, huwag mo akong paikutin. Sige. Page 2. Page 2. Ayan. Sa page 2, makikita mo dyan yung application. Application kasi ng NGCP to, in-apply eh. At lahat ng in-apply ng NGCP, inaprubahan po ninyo. Nung una, inaprubahan ninyo, tapos nung huli, dalawa na lang yung natira sa inyo. Anyway, like for example, dito sa page 3 pala, page 3. Gusto ko lang malaman na kung what have you done dito sa page 3. Yan, katulad sa public relation and corporate social responsibility. Yung kanilang public relation and representation, nag-equate to ng almost 2.5 billion. Yung sa kanilang representation and entertainment, 800 million. Inaprubahan nyo ba to? Kayo nagkaroon ng proposal ng 387. Doon muna tayo sa CAPEX. Ng 387. Doon muna tayo sa CAPEX. Bakit ang capex niyo po
One
is-
minute.
Ha? Bakit po 196 billion po yung inyong pinropose na hindi pa naman po siya tapos, pinopropose niyo po? Attorney, ba't po kayo nagpropose ng 196 billion na capex na kung saan ay kasama po dito ang iba't ibang mga proyekto ng 2016 to 2020 na hindi pa po tapos ay gusto niyo nang pabayaran sa taong bayan?
Okay, Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Doon po sa, may nasasabi lang po kasi kanina, na lahat po ng in-apply namin, approved by ERC kaagad. Hindi po lahat. In fact, I am asking our finance to check. Kasi meron pa po kaming malalaking projects po, Congressman. 11 projects, hindi nila sinama. And secondly, doon po sa
attorney,
okay, yeah, okay.
ang tinatanong ko po sa inyo, sa 196 billion, sabi ng RAAC saka NCL, ang approval lang po nila doon sa CAPEX is 99 billion, hindi po 196, katulad ng in-apply po ninyo. Bakit po ang in-apply nyo ay lahat ng hindi tapos ay sisingilin sa taong bayan? Yun po tinatanong ko eh. Kasi yung application nyo nakalagay sa